Beaucoup de Français achètent leurs fruits au marché. Il y a souvent un marché au centre-ville le week-end. A lot of the French buy their fruits at a market. There is often a market in the downtown on the weekend. So the phrase centre-ville literally means center city, and that's typically where markets are located, is right as close to the middle of the city as possible because it's most accessible by everyone. So this is what a typical city market might look like. Ce marchand vend beaucoup de fruits différents. Quels fruits est-ce que vous voyez? So the word marchand here is our new vocab. Ce marchand, this merchant. Vend is our verb. It means sells. This merchant sells a lot of different fruits. What fruits do you see? See how many different fruits you can recognize and name en français. Ça, c'est une marchande aux bananes en Afrique. Cette marchande vend des pommes aux clientes. Elle les met dans le panier avec l'ananas. Elle vend aussi des bananes et d'autres fruits. So this merchant sells apples to customers. She puts them in the basket with the pineapple. Pineapple's already in the basket. She also sells bananas and other fruits. So let's take a look at a conversation taking place between a marchand and a cliente. So your job as you listen to this is to see if you can guess what the underlined phrases mean. Bonjour madame. Bonjour monsieur. J'ai besoin de pommes. Vous en voulez combien? J'en veux 1 kilo. C'est tout? Non, des bananes aussi. Combien de bananes? 5 bananes. Voilà, madame. 9 euros, s'il vous plaît. Merci, monsieur. Bonne journée. So, j'ai besoin is a phrase that you guys might be familiar with. J'ai besoin de means I need or I have need of. He then asks, you want how many? This little on that we have here means of them. We're going to talk about this word later on in this unit and learn what it means and how we use it. The customer says, I want a kilogram of them. So when we buy fruits and vegetables, quite often you pay by the pound. Pound is an American measurement. In France and pretty much everywhere else in the world, they use the metric system. So if you're buying fruits and vegetables, it's very likely that you'll be paying by the kilogram. He asks, c'est tout? Is that all? She also wants some bananas. How many bananas? 5 bananas. Here you go, madame. 9 euros, please. Thank you, sir. And of course, bonne journée, we learned before. Bonne journée means have a nice day. Conversation numéro 2. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, madame. Je veux une pastèque et j'ai besoin de poires. Vous en voulez combien? J'en veux 1 livre. Voilà, monsieur. Et autre chose? C'est tout, merci. Ça fait combien? Ça fait 6,50 €. So, very much the same structure of conversation. This is a phrase that we should know. Je veux means I want. So he says, I want a watermelon and I need some pears. She asks, how many of them do you want? That on is of them. Now, this is the one that usually gets students. He is not saying, I want a book of them, because you don't buy pears in a book. You guys have learned un livre is a book. This is une livre. So there aren't a lot of these, but there are some words in French that actually, if you switch the gender on the word, masculine, feminine, it has a completely different meaning. So un livre is a book. Une livre is essentially a pound, or half of a kilogram. So we'll talk about that in a second. So she says, here you go, sir, and anything else, et autre chose, and other thing, or anything else. He says, c'est tout, merci, that's all, thank you. How much does that make? We talked about this in our last unit. That makes €6.50. Now we would say like $6.50. Notice that you don't use the word for cents in French. You just say 6,50 €. So a kilogram is the metric measurement, and you would say un kilogramme de or un kilo de. Une livre is actually two different things that are slightly different but very close to the same. Livre is the French word that they use for the American measurement of a pound. It's also a term that's used to mean half of a kilogram. Now, 1 kilogram equals 2.2 American pounds, meaning that half a kilogram is 1.1 pounds, so pretty close to the same as our pound. So we're just going to translate une livre as being the French way to say a pound, but it's also a measurement that they use that equates to exactly half of a kilogram. So here is your vocabulary. Copy down the phrases so that you can use these in your other activities to come.